This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so what we are going to do in today's session is we will try to cover two topics. One is pricing, okay, how the pricing takes place in SAP SD, and then the second topic would be account assignment. Okay, so we already had the brief understanding on the account assignment where we were uh, struggling with the account assignment for billing, and then I told you we will be discussing that topic in detail. So today we will try to understand the account assignment also. So the first topic that we will start with is pricing. Okay, so pricing is one of the very important functionality in SAP SD. Okay, because everything, whatever you are going to sell, ultimately there is a price associated to it. Okay, and whenever you are creating the sales order, or whenever you are giving the billing to the customer, whenever you are sending the bills to the customers, definitely you want to track what are the different pricing components you are charging to the customer. Okay, and wherever possible, this pricing component should come automatically so that there are very minimal errors at the time of processing the documents. Okay, so first of all, what is pricing? I think there is no definition to be given for the pricing. Pricing, you know that whenever you are selling any material or any service, definitely you are selling it for some price. Okay, and within the pricing there can be multiple elements. Okay, what are the multiple elements? So let's take an example. Whenever you are selling a material, you have a base price. Okay, or maybe I'll take it in the Excel because there are a lot of things which we need to discuss on each and every pricing element. So let me take it in the Excel. So this pricing elements, first of all, what are the pricing elements? Okay, so just take an example. You are selling a laptop. Okay, customer has ordered 10 quantity of a particular laptop. So within this pricing elements, what are the different conditions can come? So for example, there will be the base price, which is before taxes. There may be some taxes involved. You may need to give some cash discount. So you'll be giving some discounts also. There may be some freight charges that you are going to charge to the customer. Okay, so these are some of the pricing elements. In SAP, these pricing elements are called as condition types. Okay, so these terminologies are very important. If you understand the terminologies, the pricing part is very simple. So in SAP, this base price, taxes, discount, freight, again, whatever are the different types of taxes, even if I want to bifurcate GST, service tax, and all those things, then even each and every condition is called as a condition type. So in SAP, you just remember these pricing elements are nothing but different condition types. Okay, so let's take an example here. My base price is, let's say, for the laptop, let's say it is 50K. 50,000 is my base price. In addition, there is, let's say, 10% tax. So this is a fixed amount, quantity based amount. Okay, so this is per quantity. Okay, taxes, let's assume 10% is applicable on the total invoice. Okay, so whatever would be the total value, 10% would be the tax. Let's say discount, I am giving 10% as the cash discount. So again, this is a percent. So cash discount will also be considered as a percent. And freight, let's say it is a fixed amount. Let's say total of 4,000 is my total freight cost. It is a fixed amount. So you can see if there are different conditions, each and every condition would have a further characteristics. For example, how the base price is calculated. Base price is calculated based on the total number of quantity. How the taxes are calculated. Taxes are calculated based on the percent. Discount is also calculated based on the percent. Freight is calculated on the base of the, it is a fixed one. Okay, so which means irrespective of how much quantity, irrespective of how much is the total value of a particular order, this is a fixed price that you are going to charge to your customer. So this way you need to identify, the first task is you need to identify what are the different components which are available, what are the different condition types applicable in your particular scenario, right? So if I show you one simple example, we already created few sales orders. So if I go to transaction VA03 and if I show you the sales order which we already created, okay, so this was a sales order we created for FG2. This was our finished good material. Or maybe if I go to order number, I think 742 or something. Let me see if this is a, yeah, you can see here I have the trading goods. So if you remember when we were creating the sales order, if I double click on this, there were conditions. Okay, or maybe if you want, I can create a new sales order so that you get a complete feel. If I go to transaction VA01, okay, in our previous session, in the first session where I was trying to explain you the how the sales order is created, how the delivery is done, how the billing is done, the entire end-to-end cycle of sales. At that time, if you remember, we were getting one error that pricing determination failed. System was not able to determine the pricing procedure. And at that time, if you remember, I have shown you one configuration which I told you that we will be discussing in detail, and that is exactly what we are doing now. So within sales and distribution, if you go to basic functions, pricing, pricing control, and this one, define and assign the pricing procedure. What we have done is we have specified in this set the pricing procedure determination for our combination of sales org, which is RC01 or RECH. Okay, we have told the system that for sales organization RECH, for distribution channel 02, for division R1, and then by the document pricing procedure and customer pricing procedure. Do you remember what was the pricing procedure that we assigned last time? I told you there is a standard pricing procedure that we assigned last time. Which was that one? We assigned
Yes, yes.
exactly this one. RVAA01 was a pricing procedure that we assigned previously. So RVAA01, this is a standard pricing procedure, okay, which can be used. It is standard. You can see it is provided by SAP, which you will find in most of the SAP systems. Okay, so if I just save it. So now based on this pricing procedure, what will happen? Okay, first of all, what will happen if I don't enter this? Let me first delete it completely. Okay, so that you get all the scenarios and you will understand what exactly we are trying to achieve. So if I go to VA01 to create a new sales order, my order type, I'm using the standard order type OR. Sales organization RECH, distribution channel 02, and division R1. This is what we created. Here, if I provide my customer, the customer that we have already created, and if I press enter, see, this is a system error that you will get if the system is not able to determine the pricing procedure. No pricing procedure could be determined. If you click on this error, it will tell you system is trying to find the pricing procedure for this sales area RECH 02 R1 and document pricing procedure A. But system is not able to get this combination because just now we have deleted that combination. Okay, so if you are getting this error, what you will do, you will immediately go to this configuration related to pricing procedure and you will maintain this combination. So SPRO, IMG, sales and distribution, basic functions, pricing, pricing control, and define and assign the pricing procedure. You will go to set the pricing procedure determination. Here you will click on new entry and whatever is missing, you just check what exactly is missing. So enter, and what is missing is RECH 02 R1A blank. Okay, you can see this is blank. So this combination is missing. Same combination I will try to maintain here. So RECH 02 R1A blank, and I want the system to determine RVAA01 as a standard pricing procedure. Now, once this is done, if I go back to my sales order once again and try to press another enter, now I will not get that error because system is now able to determine the pricing procedure. How can you check whether the system has determined the pricing procedure correctly or not? Okay, I'm just first entering the some other fields. 0001. Okay, system is not taking. We will talk about this later on. How will we know that system has properly taken the pricing procedure or not? You can click on this header button, display header. Okay, just press enter and you will be able to see the pricing procedure here. So system was able to determine the pricing procedure from the configuration that we have just done. Right, we are very clearly able to see that this pricing procedure has been determined by SAP. Now, what exactly is the purpose of this pricing procedure? So if I continue with my sales order, if I enter my material, let's say this is my material, this much is quantity. Okay, let me press enter, or maybe let me enter some few details like plant and other details. So I'll enter the plant, which is RC01, and let's press enter. See, I'm getting this error. System is not able to determine the price. Okay, it is showing the pricing error. System is not able to determine the price. PR00. What is mandatory condition PR00? PR00 is my basic price. System is not able to determine the basic price. So what should I do? I will double click on this. I will go to conditions. All my pricing conditions will be available here in the conditions. And here I'll be able to see different conditions which are part of my pricing. So you can see I'm able to see output tax. If I come down, there may be some other things which I'm able to see. I can see the cash discount and I can also see the internal price. But what is missing here is PR00, which is my basic price, without which system will not be able to create the sales order. So I will say PR00, which is my basic price, and I'll say that I am selling this particular material at 10,000 each. Okay, enter. Now you can see system is able to determine the price. System got the price information. You can see price information is available here. System is also able to calculate the tax. You can see system is by default able to calculate the tax. If you come down and see the taxation part, you can see there is 9% tax which is applicable, which system automatically determined. We will see how exactly it is getting determined. But the question here is how the system came to know that I want cash discount condition, I want basic price condition, and there can be many other condition types which can be available in the pricing procedure that we are using. Which pricing procedure we are using? We are using this pricing procedure. Okay, so if I take you to the configuration of this pricing procedure now, so again SPRO, IMG, and if you go to same path, which is sales and distribution, basic functions, pricing, pricing control, and define and assign the pricing procedure. In this one, I will go to the first one, set the pricing procedures. Let me double click on this. You can see these are all the pricing procedures are defined here. These are the different pricing procedures. Some of them provided by SAP, some of them are created by the persons who are practicing on the server. So if I take you to the one that we are using, RVAA01, if I select this and double click on this, it will give me the list of all the condition types. You can see these are the condition types. So PR00 is my price. If you come down, you'll be able to see cash discount, you'll be able to see freight. Okay, you can see quantity discount, you can see weight discount, you can see there are a lot of things which are provided by SAP in the standard one. Okay, so this is discount, this is rebate. If you are giving any rebate to the customer, we will talk about rebate separately. If you still come down, you would be able to see freight, you'll be able to see the inland freight, which is, for example, if you are bringing the material from outside India or overseas material, then you may need the inland freight also. You can see the output tax, So all these conditions, in our example, we took it simple. In our example, what we said, we just want these conditions. We want the basic price, we want the taxes, we want the discount, and we want the freight. We don't want all other conditions, for example. Okay, so there are a lot of conditions available in this pricing procedure, but maybe I am not looking for all these conditions. I want to keep my pricing procedure as simple as possible. Because see, whatever is provided by SAP, this consists of lot of conditions based on different conditions used by different industries, used by different countries, and that is the reason it is kind of too confusing. There are many conditions into it. Normally what we do, we identify what are the conditions relevant to us. Okay, instead of using all the conditions provided by SAP, we try to find out what are the different conditions that we need to use, and according to what conditions we want to use, what we can do is we can tell the system that we don't want to use the standard one. What we can simply do is we can just come out and we can copy the standard one. We can create our Z, whatever code you want to give. Let me see if this is available. See, someone has already used ZVA001. So maybe ZVA002 I'll try to create. Even that is used. 3, yeah, 3 it is allowing me to copy. Okay, so I'll click on copy all because I want all the condition types also to be copied automatically. Just press enter. Just ignore these warning messages if you are getting, keep on pressing enter. Okay, it is showing for all the conditions. Keep on pressing enter. Okay, and finally you will be able to see the new pricing procedure ZVAA03 is created. Now I don't want to keep it very complicated. I will double click on this. And for example, I will see what is relevant to me, what is not relevant to me. I want to delete it. Okay, so for example, I don't want this variant price. I'm just taking an example. I don't want this sales deal. I don't want this price group material, customer discount, material, price group. Okay, press enter. Then I don't want to use this. I don't want to use this. This one also I don't want. Okay, and here it is asking you quantity discount or the value discount or the percentage discount. So maybe discounts one I'm not removing, or even percentage discount I'm not removing. So this 3 I will keep it. So sometimes I want to give the discount as a percentage. Sometimes I want to give the discount for each quantity. Sometimes I want to give the fixed amount as a discount. So these 3 discount conditions I am keeping as it is. Weight, hierarchy material, variant price. I don't want to unnecessarily use this and complicate my pricing procedure. Then price is important. So, but again, I don't want to use this one. Rebates as of now, I want to delete. Free, I want to delete. So in short, whatever you don't want to use, just select those. Okay, you can see again someone has created discount. So discount, this one I don't want to use, but freight I want to use this. So I'll remove others. Output tax I want to keep it. Okay, internal price I'll tell you, I will keep this also. Okay, that's it. All others I want to delete. So I selected all those which are not required. I will click on this remove button. Again, system will keep on giving me this kind of warnings. Keep on just pressing enter. And once you are done with your entries, you can see 51 entries have been deleted. Now if you see our pricing procedure, that is very straightforward. Okay, there is price, there is discount, there is freight, and there is the output tax. These are the only conditions that we are looking for. Okay, now instead of using the original one, which was already used RVAA01, what I will do is I will assign this one to my combination of sales area and document pricing procedure. So what I'll do is I will go to set pricing determination. If it is already open, I will go to that particular configuration. And here, instead of using the standard one, I will say I want to use ZVAA03, the one that I just now created. Okay, even if you want to change the description, you can change the description to the one that we are using for RECH. So I'll just say ZVA00 or AA03. This is standard for RECH, so that there is no confusion. Okay, so here I will assign this one to my combination. Let's save it. So now what will happen next time is if I go to transaction VA01 and try to create a sales order, if I enter the customer number here and if I go to display header details, okay, you can see system is able to determine the pricing procedure that I have assigned. Okay, and now I will do one thing. I will enter the material, I'll enter the quantity, okay, I'll enter the plant. Okay, and if I'm getting this PR00 error, I'll double click on this, go to my conditions again, and you can see this time my conditions are very minimum. I will enter PR00, I will enter the price at which I want to sell this material. Okay, so now you can see the conditions are very simple. It is a basic price, there is a output tax, and there is an internal price. The other conditions like freight, like discounts, they are not coming by default. But if I want to add those conditions here, I can do F4. System will be able to show me all those conditions which are defined in my pricing procedure, but which are not appearing here. So for example, if I want to give the percentage discount, or I want to give the quantity discount, or I want to give the value discount, I can select that, whatever I want. Okay, and system will be able to allow me to process that particular condition type in this particular transaction. Okay, so let me try to save this order. Okay, let me try to save this order. There is something missing in completion log, so I need to enter the customer reference. I need to enter the, if I click on next, it will tell me what are the other fields which are missing. So I need to enter the info terms. Okay, keep on pressing this button. If there is any mandatory field, system will ask. System is asking you for the payment terms. So payment term 0001. Okay, and click on next. So now the document is complete. Okay, so what is happening, what we understood till now, that whenever we are creating the sales order, our sales order or sales area is assigned to the pricing procedure based on which the conditions are appearing here. Now, based on the conditions, we can tell the system which conditions are applicable for us. So in this particular case, which conditions are applicable? As of now, we only entered the price, which is the basic price. And since system already knows there is 9% tax applicable, we will understand how exactly system has captured this 9%. But because this 9% is applicable to this particular order, so system is not only able to determine the basic price, but we are also able to add their total output tax also to the particular material. And this internal price, let me tell you what is this internal price. This is the cost of the material. This condition VPRS, this is the cost of the material. Okay, cost of the material means system stores the cost at what price this material was actually purchased in mm. So whenever we are purchasing a material or whenever we are manufacturing an in-house material, system always capture the cost associated with that material. So it is clearly showing you that we are selling this product at 10,000 while the manufacturing cost was 5,000. Okay, which means there is a margin. You can see there is a profit margin of 5,000 on each unit. Okay, now in this particular case, we had to enter the price manually. We have manually entered 10,000 as a price. What is happening every time whenever I'm creating the sales order? Okay, system is always telling me that the mandatory price information is missing. Condition PR00 is missing. Okay, and every time I need to go and I need to enter the price manually. But if I want the system to determine this price automatically based on certain conditions, even I can do that. Okay, so every time when I create the sales order based on the certain characteristics, system will automatically determine the price of this particular product. Okay, so what is happening currently if I'm trying to create a new sales order? System becomes slow. So if I just provide my customer reference, okay, I'm just entering the mandatory information so that unnecessarily I'm not getting the incompletion log. Okay, if I enter the material here, quantity and the plant, okay, you can see now system is asking that the pricing information is missing. So if I want the system to automatically determine the price, I want the system to automatically determine the price for condition PR00. I can do this by using transaction VK11. Okay, VK11 is a transaction. This is a master data which can be maintained by the business users, end users, if they know the price of the material. So what is my condition type? My condition type is PR00. If I just press enter, you can see there are different types of conditions based on which I can determine the price. So if I want to keep this price according to the customer, I can do that. I can maintain the price of this particular material with the combination of customer. If I want to create or if I want to maintain the price of this particular material just at the material level without specifying the customer, so for all the customers the price will remain same. So accordingly, whatever way I want to maintain the price, you can see there are different combinations. I will show you how you can control these combinations also. So first of all, I'm selecting this customer material. If I just press enter, you can see system is giving me the option that for this sales organization, this distribution channel, this customer, this particular material, okay, this one, what is the price that you want to keep? So if I say 10,000, now every time whenever I'll be selling the particular material to this customer, okay, system will automatically determine the price this much. Okay, let's try to save it. Now if you go to the sales order once again, VA01, enter this particular customer, this is my reference, payment term, info term, and the material. So material, quantity, and the plant. Enter. You can see this time system has not asked me for the price. If I double click on this, if I go to conditions, you can see system has automatically determined the price also. Okay, system automatically determined that the price for this particular material for this particular customer is 10,000. How? System determined this from the combination that we maintained. We maintained the combination in VK11. Okay, any questions till now? You understood what exactly we are trying to achieve?
So what are the others field actually? So customer release, sorry, just in the
Sorry, which one?
condition type, VK11, VK11.
Okay, in the VK11, there are different combinations. I will show you how you can maintain these combinations. Let me show you. So let me take you to the pricing conditions. So all the configurations related to pricing are again obviously done from the same folder within sales and distribution, basic functions, pricing, and pricing control. Now within the pricing control, we are discussing about define and assign the pricing procedures. So this is where we can create the pricing procedure. We already created a pricing procedure which is ZVAA03, right? And this is the same screen where we can assign the pricing procedure to our sales area also. But before you create a pricing procedure, in the pricing procedure, you have a lot of condition types. You can see those condition types are created here. Define the condition types. Which are the different condition types we have used? We use condition type PR00, right? PR00 is for price. Okay, this is one of the condition type. If I double click on this condition type, you can see first of all what is a condition class. So whether it is a price or it is a discount or it is a freight. Okay, if you do F4, this is a kind of class. This is a kind of segregation of conditions. So whether this condition is related to the discount, or this condition is related to the basic price, or this condition is related to the expense reimbursement which you can give to your employees, whether it is a tax or it is a tax classification or it is a withholding tax, you can see there are multiple options. So what is the nature of this particular condition type? This condition type is a basic price. That is the reason we have entered the prices here. Now, can you tell me what would be the condition class for this condition that we are using in our sales order? So if I take you to the sales order that we just now created, okay, this is the one that we created just now. If I go to my conditions, can you tell me, okay, discount is not appearing here. If I do F4, what would be RA00? What would be the condition class for RA00? Condition class for PR00 is price. Same way, what would be the condition class for RA00?
A discount.
It would be
A
discount, right? Right, it would be discount. So if I go to RA00, which is related to discount, if I double click on this, you can see condition class is discount. Similarly, what would be my condition class for MWST? What would be my condition class for MWST?
tax.
It is going to be
Tax.
tax, right? Right. So if I go to again my condition, and if I show you the condition type MWST, you can see it is related to tax. So based on what is the nature of my condition type, you have to define the condition class. Second is how this will be calculated. Okay, so how output tax is calculated? Output tax is calculated based on the percentage. Okay, if you remember in our Excel file, I have shown you these examples. So taxes are calculated based on the percentage. Basic price is quantity based, right? If you see the basic price in my condition type, if I go to PR00 once again, okay, and here you can see the calculation type is quantity. So it is a price which is based on the quantity wise. So if quantity is more, okay, every time my price is multiplied by the quantity. So whenever I'm going to specify this particular condition, the price will vary based on the quantity. Okay, taxation price will vary based on the percentage. So this is the second field which is called as calculation type. Again, there is a third field which is condition category. Okay, condition category again has different options. For example, whether again this is mainly related to the tax jurisdictions. You can see these are additional information which if required you will be entering. Most of the time the condition category would be blank, but for example in some of the cases we will see later on, there may be condition category required. These two are the important fields. These are two are very important fields which determine whether this is a price or it is a tax or it is a discount or it is any other charges. This quantity based, whether it is a percentage based or with a fixed value, there are multiple options here. So for example, percentage, fixed amount. Normally freight amount is a fixed amount. Okay, quantity, whether it is based on the gross weight or the net weight. So whenever you are selling the material which is on the kilogram basis, which is on the weight basis, then you can use this gross weight, net weight and all, right? Apart from this, you can see here the access sequence. This is very important. This is what exactly Tushar is trying to ask, how these conditions are coming here, how the system is determining the price based on the conditions in VK11. Let me show you. So if I go to transaction VK11, when I'm entering the condition type, when I'm pressing enter, why system is giving me these three options? Where exactly these three options are coming from? Why it is not showing two options? Why it is not showing one option? Why it is not showing 10 options? Why only three? This is totally determined based on this access sequence. Now, what is this access sequence? PR02. Let me show you what is PR02. Let me come out of this. And next to this one is access sequence. Open this access sequence, set access sequence, and we are looking for access sequence PR02. Within this PR02, there are accesses. You can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4 access sequences, but you can see out of which these two are same, and that is the reason it is showing you three options. It is showing you option number 1, option number 2, option number 3. Just verified. So if I go to VK11 PR00, first is customer material with release status. Just verify is it same or not. Customer material with release status. Second is price list category. So if you see here also, you can see price list category. And third is material with release status. Same thing you should be able to see here also in the accesses. So these are the three different accesses which are determining the price. So if you want to determine the price based on customer material, then you will be using this. If I show you what are the fields available, obviously customer material fields will be available here. So you can see your pricing information can be based on sales organization, distribution channel, sold to party, okay, release status and processing status. So this is nothing but material number, pricing reference material. Release status means what is the status. I'll talk about this release status and all. So at least this one you remember, this four. When you are maintaining VK11, if I press enter, you can see sales organization, distribution channel, customer and material. So these are the four fields which you are able to see here also. Right? Sales organization, distribution channel, customer and material. So based on what criteria you want to determine your price, those different combinations you can maintain in the access sequence. So currently in my case, I want the price to be determined based on the customer material. That is the reason the first priority is given to this. But for example, I don't want to determine my price based on customer every time. I want to determine my price directly with the material. Material has a fixed price irrespective of the customer. In that case, I may come here and I may delete this completely. So it totally depends upon me which fields I want to include here. Okay, in addition, if I want to include additional things here which are not available, so even I can click on the new entry also. Okay, only thing is the sequence should be the way you want. So currently 10, 20, 30, 40 is already defined. Now if you want to bring in something in between these two, or if you want to bring something above this 10, then definitely your number should be something above or before the 10, then only it will appear on top. And here system will give you the option of multiple tables. So you either currently what is happening, system is able to determine based on the customer material, system is able to determine based on the pricing group and all. So for example, I want to determine my price based on just the Incoterm, for example, just on the division or customer combination, for example. So whatever is my criteria, based on that, I can specify it here. Okay, so what will happen now? If you go back, you can see the first priority system will always try to determine the price from the combination of customer and division. If this combination is not available, then only system will go to the second combination. Okay, I'll show you. So let me save it first, which is wrong. Okay, so whatever I'm maintaining, this is wrong, because normally the material price cannot be based on division and customer. I may have 100 materials, so definitely charges and all is okay. So if you are applying some charges which are based on the division, which are fixed charges, that is fine. But for material prices, normally this should not be based on the division and customer. Just for the demonstration purpose, I'm just showing you this information. Okay, exclusive means if the combination is found. Okay, in VK11, if I already maintain this combination, then system will not go to the next combination. Okay, let me show you how exactly it will work. So if I go to VK11 once again, now what will happen? I'll be able to see one new table also. So VK11 for PR00 enter. It is still not showing the table that we entered. Let me see what exactly is wrong. So within the accesses, have we saved it or it is still throwing some error? No, it is actually showing error. That is the reason it is inconsistent. So let me take some practical example rather than taking this. So instead of this, let me try this one, customer material. Okay, try to save it. This is also inconsistent. Target field VKORG missing in sequence access1. Okay. So let me remove all this. Okay, now it is saved. So now what will happen is if you go to VK11, okay, press enter, you can see the fourth combination is also now available. This is called as the access sequence. So based on the access sequence, the first priority will be given to the first line. If you see the access sequence, in my access sequence PR02, which is assigned to my pricing condition, there are multiple accesses. The first priority will be given to customer material. So if I maintain this combination in the condition record, if I maintain the combination of customer and material, which means if I tell the system that if this is my customer and this is my material, then the pricing is going to be 10,000 or maybe 8,000, whatever it is. If system is able to determine the price here itself, then it will not go to the second combination. Then system will never go to the second combination to find the price. It will never go here. Okay, in my case, here I maintain 8,000. Here I maintain 10,000. So if the price is maintained here, system will give the priority to this price. If for a particular material I have not maintained this combination, then system will go to this one. If it is not able to find here also, then it will go here. If it is even not able to find here, it will go here. And if it is even not able to find in all the four combinations, then it will give error that system is not able to determine the price. And you have to enter it manually if allowed. Okay, so let me show you all these things in the flow. Although we understood now how it works, but let me tell you how exactly the flow works in terms of the configurations. Just give me a minute.
Hello. Hello. Sir, are you there? Hello. Hello.
Yeah, sorry for that. So let me now explain you how exactly this combination works with the pricing. So let me start with the basic configuration. So if I go to sales and distribution, basic functions, pricing, okay, in the pricing control, I shown you that first thing that we need to configure is a condition. So if I go to the condition types, there are already predefined condition types which are available from system. So if you want to use those condition types as it is, you can use it the way we have done the same thing. We copied the uh, standard pricing procedure, and whatever condition types are available in the pricing procedure, those are also copied in our case. But let's assume I don't want to use the standard condition type. I want to use my own condition type. Okay, in that case, what I can do is instead of creating from scratch, we can copy the condition type which is already delivered by SAP. For example, I want to make some small changes in PR00. And instead of making these changes directly in PR00, which might be used by other pricing procedures also, what I'll do is I will copy this. Okay, I'll create my own. So let's say ZPR4 or something. Okay, so this is price for, let's say, RECH. And then here, if there are any changes required. So if I want to change the condition class, in my case, my condition class will remain same. I want to continue with the prices itself. And this is based on the quantity. Let me explain what are the other important fields here. So condition category, as I told you, it is only required in certain cases. Rounding rules is commercial, which means if your material or if your price is, let's assume the price is 10.999. If it is 3 digits and in your system it is only allowed for 2 digits in your case. In that case, what should happen? So there are multiple options here. Whether you want to do the round up or you want to do the round down. Okay, which is very common. Let's say you are not allowing any decimals. Your price is 10.4. So it should be considered as 10 or it should be considered as 11. Okay, so if you say round down, it will be considered as 10. If you say round up, it will be considered as 11. Okay, but if you say commercial, then what will happen is, irrespective of whether it is 10.4 or 10.5, whatever comes above 10.5, it will automatically do round up, which is a normal business case, right? So under commercials, we don't need to do round up or round down based on the value. If it is anything above 10.5, then system will automatically consider it as a round up. If anything is below 10.5, then it will be considering as a round down. So normally we don't need to touch this. This is always commercial. Other important things, there are a lot of things here, but let's concentrate on the important things. So you can come down to changes which can be made. Now in PR00 condition, let's assume when I'm creating the sales order, okay, system is automatically determining the price now. Okay, because we have maintained that combination. Let's try. Okay, if this is our material, this much is quantity, and I'll just enter the plant. Okay, so system is not asking us for price now. System is automatically picking the price. If I go to conditions, you can see system has picked the price of 8,000. Why? Because just now we maintained one additional configuration. Okay, so system has automatically took the pricing of 8,000. Now, if you see here in my configuration for condition types, this tick will tell the system whether it is allowed to be changed or not. Okay, so currently it is not allowing me to change. Whatever has been picked, it is just showing me. If you see this order, am I able to change it? Currently it is not allowing me to change because this tick is not on. If I activate this tick, then system will allow me to change at the time of sales order also. Okay, and if I change, then what should be considered? The manual entry that I entered or the system derived entry? So automatic entry has a priority or manual entry has a priority. So that also can be controlled, which means normally if I'm allowing the system to change it, manual entry must have the priority. Okay, so let me show you. Instead of PR00, what I'll do is I will assign my pricing procedure with ZPR4. First, I will save this. I just made one change here, amount and percentage. I'm saving it. And this particular condition type, I will go and use in my pricing procedure instead of using the standard PR00. So again, I'll go to define and assign the pricing procedures. It is already open. Okay, so here I will just go and change it to ZPR4. Okay, which is price for RECH. Save it, enter. Okay, so next time when I try to create a sales order now, what will happen? System will allow me to change this price because I have ticked on that indicator in my pricing condition type. So again, VA01, enter, payment term, import term, trading goods, quantity. Even this fields, what I'm entering manually again and again, we can go to the customer master data and we can default the payment terms, we can default the import terms. I will show you how to do that. Right, so every time even we don't need to maintain all this information, which is time consuming. Okay, so RC01, enter. You can see now system is asking us PR4 is missing. Why? Because in VK11 we maintained only PR00. So if we want this to be determined automatically, what we need to do is we need to go to VK11 for ZPR4. You can see because we are using the same access sequence, we copied it from PR00. So we can go to customer material. If you are not maintaining this combination, then system will go to this. If this is also not maintained, then this. If this is also not maintained, then this. And that is exactly what is happening now. System is verifying whether this combination exists. It is not able to get any combination. This combination also doesn't exist. This also doesn't exist. And that is the reason system is not able to determine the price of ZPR0 or ZPR4. That is the reason we are getting the error. So if I want, I can maintain this price here. Okay, which means I will tell the system that for this particular material, this is a price. Okay, so next time when you try to create a sales order, this will definitely not get affected. Let me just double click here, go to conditions. What you can do is you can click on update. Okay, and carry out the new pricing. You can see system has automatically determined the ZPR4. But this time you see the difference. Although system has determined, but I can change it. Okay, if I want to make it, for example, 7,800, I'm able to do it. Why? Because I allowed this condition type to be changed. Are you able to correlate whatever we are discussing?
Yes.
Okay. So basic functions, I will again go back to pricing, pricing control, condition types. Okay, so the condition type that I just now created was VPR4. Let's see some other important settings here. So if I come down, this one we discussed. Okay, so whether manual entries are allowed or not, manual entry as a priority or not, this one we discussed. Another important field is item condition. So you can see the conditions are available in both as a header also and as an item also. Okay, so currently we are in the item conditions. You can see this is item data because we double clicked on item information. But you can see condition column is also available in header. If you go to conditions, see here it is not allowing you to change because this is not a header condition. Price will be definitely based on the material. At the header level, I cannot determine the price, right? And that is the reason this condition you can see whether this is a condition related to the item or it is related to header. So in our case, this particular condition is related to item. That is the reason we have selected this. Then you have the delete button, which means if the system is automatically able to determine this, do you have the option of deleting this at the time of transaction? So if it is yes, if you allow it from here, system will be able to delete it. Otherwise, you will not be able to delete that particular condition. Also scale. This is also one of the very important functionality in SAP. What you can do is currently we say the price is 8,000. But what if we say that if the quantity is between 1 to 10, then the price would be 8,000. If the quantity is between 11 to 50, then you will be charging 7,900. And if quantity is more than 50, so more than 50 to let's say 1,000, then the price would be 7,600. This is called as scales. So based on the quantity scale, you can determine the price. Okay, this also can be achieved via VK11. So if you go to VK11 for our condition type, which is VPR4, it is already being defined, I think. Sorry, it is ZPR4, not VPR4. VPR4. If I go inside and if I maintain this according to the scales. Okay, so what can I do? Currently, I'm in the create one, so I need to go to the change one because I already maintained this combination. So what I'm doing is I'm clicking on this scale button. This is scale button. Scales. You can see system is asking up to what quantity you want the price as 8. So I'm telling the system from quantity 1, price is 8,000. But from quantity more than 10, which means 11, the price is 7,900. And from quantity 51 onwards, price is 7,600. Okay, try to save it. Try to create a, or try to just change the sales order quantity. Okay, go back. Currently the quantity is how much? It is 10 units. Let me try to change the quantity to 11. Okay, and update the price. So double click on this. You can see the price which is taken as 7,800. We maintained 7,800 or 900. What we
So
maintain?
900. 900.
So
Okay, then why it is saying 800? Let's see. If I go to scales, 7,900 from 11th quantity onwards. And if I go to my sales order, uh,
update.
11, yeah, update, maybe let's try to update it. Carry out new pricing. It is showing 8,000, which is also wrong. So let me try to create a sales order. enter this customer, this reference term, in quote term, 11 quantity, and for this particular plant. Okay, let's go and see conditions. 7,900. Right, again, if I come out, normally it should be changed automatically. I don't know why I need to go out, but let me try to change the quantity now to 51. So it should be 7,600.
Hello, Vikram.
Yes.
Yeah, nowadays everything is installment based. Means if it's a 10,000 rupees or $10,000 value, we'll be dividing into 10 installments. So how do we do that in standard SAP?
No, what do you mean by installments, Akshay?
Means if the base price or gross price is uh, first condition is 10,000 rupees. Okay, I am paying it via 10 installments.
So that is billing plan.
Okay, okay. So we cannot configure in the here.
Configure, but that is completely
Type.
different thing. Actually. Yeah,
Okay,
we can do that actually, but that is not pricing. Your pricing will still remain same. How you are paying, that is different thing. But ultimately your pricing will remain same, right?
okay. So okay. So that condition, this condition will remain same, but the billing plan will be different. Correct.
Exactly. So there are multiple options, Akshay. First thing is what we are discussing is pricing. Now pricing is going to remain same. So 7,600 is my total price. But now if you are talking about the payment terms, so I'm not going to pay this entire amount at once. I'm going to pay this amount in 10 different installments. So that will be part of the payment terms. Number one. But
Okay.
that is only
So that
when you are doing
will be
only
seen.
once.
Okay, okay, okay.
There are different scenarios in the scenario that you are talking about. We need to understand from the different scenario point of view. Number one is what is price. Number two is when are you going to create the billing, and finally when are you going to make the payment. These are the three different things. Let's the price is 10,000. How much are you going to bill? Are you going to bill 10 different times or once?
Okay, okay. So 10.
You are going to bill it 10 times. For example, let's keep it simple, 12,000. My total price is 12,000 and I am going to pay monthly installments for 12 months. So in that case, if you are saying that even the bill will be created in monthly installments, so every monthly you are going to bill 1,000 and every monthly you are going to get 1,000, right?
Okay,
This is called as
okay,
billing plan. This can be achieved with the billing plan. So although
okay,
your sales order value or sales contract value is 12,000, but every monthly you are only going to bill 1,000. This is one scenario. Second scenario is your price is 12,000. You are creating the bill now itself for entire 12,000, but the payment you are going to make only 1,000 per month. So this can be achieved via payment terms. This can be achieved via billing plan. Because here the billing is also bifurcated for 12 months. Here the billing is done at once itself.
hmm, okay, got it.
Right, but that has nothing to do, even whether you are paying monthly basis or what, it has nothing to do with the pricing. The pricing will still remain same.
Okay, okay, got it.
Yeah. Okay, same way we have understood till now regarding PR00. We also understood what are the scalings now. Now let's again go to my sales order, and you can see I can add additional discount here. So for example, I want to give percentage discount. to a particular customer. So RA00. What I'll do is I will enter the condition for RA00, which means I'll go to VK11, and this time I will maintain the values for RA00. Enter. You can see there is no access sequence for condition type RA00, which means if I show you this condition, if I take you to the condition type and condition type for RA00. Okay, double click on this. You can see there is no access sequence. If there is no access sequence, then you will not be able to maintain in VK11. And if you are not able to maintain in VK11, this means this has to be handled manually. So if you want to maintain the percentage, there is only one choice. In the order, you can enter it and you can specify how much percentage discount you want to give. For example, I want to give 2% of discount. You can see I can enter it manually. But if I want to determine this value automatically, then definitely what I need to do is I need to specify the access sequence here. Then only system will be able to determine the discount on its own. Let's try other ones. So percentage based discount, there is no accesses. What about the other things? If I do F4, so I have discount based on value RB00 and RC00. Let me see if this has the access sequence. RB00 also doesn't have the access sequence, which means we have to provide it manually. Same way RC00, again there is no access sequence. Just assume. Okay, so again what I'm doing is instead of changing the standard one, I am copying this, or maybe I'll copy RA00, which is percentage based, and I will create ZRA0. Okay, and this time what I'll do is I will provide the access sequence PR02, same PR02 access sequence, which I assign to PR00 also. And very importantly, because this is a newly created condition type, I have to include this condition type in my pricing procedure. So I'll go to my pricing procedure, and instead of RA00, I will say ZRA0. Okay, save it. And obviously, now we need to go to maintaining the conditions, which is VK11 for ZRA0. You can see all those accesses are now appearing. Customer material, I will tell the system if this is a material, then give 4% discount. You can see as soon as I say 4, system is automatically calculating that percentage. Because when we define this condition, ZRA0, let me show you this condition type. In ZRA0, it is percentage based. And you can see system is automatically taking the sign as minus, right? You can see system is automatically showing this sign as minus because whatever is this condition, this is going to be deducted from the actual price. This is not going to be added. See, if it is a freight would be in addition to the price, but the discount is normally minus from the actual price. Okay, and that is the reason it is coming as minus automatically. So what will happen now, if you go to your sales order and you try to update, what will happen is system will carry out the new pricing, and according to the new pricing, there should be 4% discount. Let's see, is it showing? It is not showing as of now. So let me come out completely, try to create VA01, create with, sorry, I'll just press enter. Okay, let's try to see now. It is still not showing that condition. What could be the reason? Let me go to VK11 and see whether it is properly saved or not.
TR
Sorry?
generate new. TR generate नहीं हुआ pricing procedure when you enter the price condition type in determination pricing determination.
Okay. Let me go to the. It is saying it is saved now. TR, because this screen was already open, that is the reason TR was not generated.
Okay.
Let me see if that is the case. Then here it will not show me that condition. It is showing that condition, na?
Yes.
ZRA.
Correct. Yes.
So ZRA 0. What I maintained? I maintained correctly.
GRA 0. Correct.
Let me change it to RECH. This customer, this material, execute 4% starting from this date. What is my order date currently? Order date is 3. It should be calculated. Something wrong. Let me try. What is the problem? So condition type and this one. Let me try to enter it manually if there is any problem. So ZRA 0 and I want to give 4% as discount. Manually it is working. Why it is not able to generate automatically update, carry out the new pricing? No, by default it is not working. PR02, let me see if there is any setting here. Header condition. Okay, maybe it is available at the header level. Let's go and see at the header level itself.
It is a header level condition.
Right, so let's see if it is at the header level itself. So conditions, no, even at the header level it is not showing. It is header plus line, both are allowed. So just 1 minute, let me see. There is something wrong. This is fine. No, something wrong. Let me check with this unnecessarily, not to create a confusion, but I hope you understood how exactly this pricing concept works. Okay, so let me again go to this configuration. Accesses and all we discussed. Just remember there, if there are more conditions, in this case, what is happening is in my access sequences, I can tell the system which tables to use. Okay, so if I go for PR02, I am able to select the tables in which there is a combination available. For example, if I want my price to be determined based on the combination of customer and material, okay, in that case, I will select this. I will tell the system that my combination is based on customer and material. But let's assume that you want to add a new combination. Okay, the combination which doesn't exist here. So one option is you will click on new entries and you will select that condition table where you are able to find your combination. But sometimes, even if you are not able to find that combination, some field which you are looking for and which is not available here, based on which you want to determine the price, in that case, you will be able to create your own condition tables also. So if you come out, okay, normally it is very rare to create your own condition tables, but yes, it is possible. So within pricing control, if you go to condition tables, you can see if you want to display the condition tables which are already available, you will click on change. Okay, it will give you the list of all the tables and combinations. But let's say I want to create my new table. So in that case, I will click on create condition table, and the number that you need to give should be more than 501. Okay, from 1 to 500 are reserved for the standard tables. If you want to create your own custom table, then you should give the number starting from 501. So if 501 is available, take 501. If 501 is already exists, then verify what is the next number available. You can see there are many Z tables created, 501, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can see there are a lot of created. Just identify which one is missing. It's, for example, 529 is not created. So I'll come here and I will create 529, and system will give me the list of all those fields which are available based on which you can determine your pricing. Okay, so for example, if you want bill to party, if you want whatever, let me select. So if I want business partner, or sorry, I want bill to party. So first let me double click on this or select this and move to just 1 minute. I don't want to select this. Just give me a minute. No. So 529. Here I will select bill to party. I will select any other field, for example, based on city code, based on the country. So whatever fields you want to include in your condition, you can just keep on including that, and then you can create your own condition table. So sales distribution channel, sorry, division if you want to bring. So this will be the combination of different characteristics will be created as a table. Okay, and this table, whatever you created, you can use this table in your condition category, in your access sequence. Okay, so normally this table you can also create, but normally we ask this type of tables to be created by the technical team. What you can do is, in the test system, if you are trying to create, just click on the local object. Okay, and the system will be able to create the table for you. Now this table I can go and I can use in the access sequence. Okay, so if I want to include this combination in PR02 access sequence, I can double click on accesses again, where exactly you want to bring it. So whether you want to bring it at the last or you want to bring in between, based on that you will be providing the number. So let's say this number is 2 and I am selecting the table that we just now created. Okay, you can see this one. Enter. Okay. Any particular question till now? I think this one you will be only able to get confidence when you try creating your own condition types, creating your own pricing procedures. The way I shown you, you can copy from the standard one, you can change your conditions, you can provide some values in VK11, you can maintain the scales, and based on that you can try it out. Any questions? Akshay, Tushar?
Good.
Hello.
Yes, Tushar.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Tushar, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, sir. Actually, I have a question that we have different access sequence. So once we put a one condition in one sequence and one condition in second sequence, access sequence. So it can be determined, or we should have to be strict in one sequence, one access sequence
No, no.
only.
For one condition type, you have one access sequence. If you have multiple condition types, for example, you can use one access sequence for PR00, But for discounts, you can use another access sequence. So you can create multiple access sequence and you can assign it to your condition types.
We can use many access sequences.
Many access sequence within one condition type is not possible. For multiple condition types, multiple access sequences are possible.
Okay. Okay, sir. So pricing processing is we stick to just as we have that sales organization have many distribution channels. So in pricing processing we have the same thing, or we can create a multiple means, because we can see
Multiple also.
we all.
Yes, you can
Okay.
create multiple also. Na? So it totally, that is the reason SAP has provided this pricing procedure determination. Na? So if you want a different pricing procedure for a different type of distribution channels, different divisions, even these are the two fields which are normally available in your documents. So document pricing procedure and customer pricing procedure. Even for different customers also, you can have the different pricing procedures. Okay, so for example, if you go to the customer master data, normally we don't maintain at that level, but practically it is possible. So I'm just showing you that you can do that also. Okay, so if you go to pricing information here, sorry, orders. Within orders, if you come down, you can see pricing group and customer pricing procedure. So if I have two different pricing procedures which I want to assign to two different customers, what I can do is here I will specify the customer pricing procedure, let's say 1 and 2. So what I can do is in this exercise, in this configuration, I will tell the system that if my customer pricing procedure is 1, I want to use this pricing procedure. If my customer pricing procedure is 2, then I want to use another pricing procedure. So that is completely fine.
Okay.
See, you can see this example itself. This is one sales organization, which is standard sales organization delivered by SAP. Based on different criteria, they are using different pricing procedures.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, if not, I will take a simple topic, which is account determination, which is again a most important topic, but that is normally the topic which is related to FI and SD integration. Okay, so what happens is now, if you remember last time, we were getting the error, and I told you no need to worry at this stage because anyways, we are going to discuss this account determination topic in future. So if I take the same sales order, let me first save that sales order. I think we are creating, but we have not saved any sales order. So if I go to VA01, okay, press enter. And if I take this customer, this reference, payment term, import term, and for this particular material, okay, whatever quantity I want, plant, enter, and try to save this. Okay, so my sales order has been saved. Now, with respect to the sales order, we discussed last time what we normally do once the sales order is created based on the delivery date. First of all, we will see whether the order status is confirmed or not. So I'll go to sales document, display. Okay, only if it is confirmed based on the delivery date, we'll be able to perform the delivery of this particular material. Got stuck. Okay, so this is the order that we created just now, 758. In this one, let me go to material. Go to conditions, sorry, not conditions, go to shipping or schedule lines and verify whether the quantity is confirmed or not. You can see the quantity is confirmed, but it is confirmed on 5th of October, which means I'll be able to deliver this material on 5th of October because the next working day is 5th of October. Today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. So 5th of October only is available as my factory calendar as a delivery day. So I'll go to transaction VL01N in order to perform the delivery against this particular order. My shipping point is also RECH or it is RC01. Okay, so you can see on today's date there is no order which is to be delivered, but on 5th of October I can deliver this order. So I'll go to picking. I will enter the storage location, which is S001 in my case, and I will enter the picked quantity as 10 units. Okay, and I'll perform PGA, post goods issue. Now, can you tell me what is this problem? Posting only possible in period 2026 period and 2025 period. So what is
The
happening
post
is system to, yeah, Tushar, go ahead.
in OBYC, I think we have to be post the period you told us in your session.
OBYC, what?
Oh, sorry, sir. I do actually the posting period problem, which we have to be post in that particular.
Right.
I
See,
think.
when you are working on SD module, whenever you are trying to do any goods movement, currently what we are trying to do is we are trying to deliver the material, which is a goods movement. Material will be going out. So first of all, it has an integration with MM. Okay, so MM posting period should be open. And then once the MM posting period is open, once the MM movement is allowed, it will also verify whether FI period is open or not. So currently this error that we are getting, this is related to the MM period. Okay, currently MM period is closed. That is the reason we are getting this error. So how to open the MM period? There is a transaction called as MMPV. Normally, if you are getting this error in your production environment, then you need to contact your MM consultant. Okay, normally as a SD consultant, we should not touch this. So our company code is RECH, and we have to ensure that the 6th period is already closed. Currently, we are in the 7th month. So what we will do here is 7th period of 2020, we want to open it. Right, let's try to execute, and you can see period closing has been completed, which means now system will allow us to post in the 7th month. So again, I'll go to my delivery. Let's come out and try to do PGI once again. Okay, so you can see post good issue has been performed. If there is FI period is also closed, then you will get the error related to FI also. Okay, because in the morning first session of FI, we already opened the period for October. That is the reason we are not getting that error here. Okay, so now your delivery has been done. The next one is billing. So if you go to billing using transaction VF01, press enter. System will try to generate the billing of this document. Okay, so if I try to save it now, system will create the billing document, but system will not be able to create the accounting document. You can see no journal entry generated. Last time also we faced the same issue. And I told you, in order to work on this error, in order to determine what is wrong in this error, let's go to the change mode and try to release it. Even if you try to release it, you will get the same error. So let me open this, go to environment, account determination analysis, and here click on the revenue accounts. System will tell you which GL account system is not able to determine. So system is, you are charging the price to the customer, right? You are charging the price to the customer, which is how much? Against the ZPR4. And system is also able to determine the GL here. There is no problem in determination of GL. System is able to determine the GL for ZPR4 because we copied this from PR00. The same settings are copied to ZPR4 also. But in that case, the error is related to some other GL account. For example, if I go to account determination analysis, let me go to the cash accounts. There are no cash accounts. Good. Then what is the other error? There is some other error here. So normally,
account.
Sorry, Akshay.
It's related to tax accounting. Tax account not configured properly.
Right.
I
So
also
in that right. So in that case, what should we do?
OB40.
No, but if I want to know the error first.
Okay. Release the VF02 and release the for accounting. Yeah.
But even here also it will give the same error, right?
And go on. It will
It's
give
not,
1002.
now,
I have
right.
configured for MWST account, but then this error came and I got stuck. I send you a screenshot also.
Okay. No, sorry, I have not seen your screenshot. But that is the reason I think you configured MWST. That is the reason this 9% tax is coming, right? Otherwise, by default,
No.
it doesn't come.
It was by default. It was asking me the tax account was not configured because the NWST is in the pricing procedure. But then I created a GL account for tax and then assign it to MWST.
Okay. So you created 1002.
Yes.
You created 1002, but the problem is you created as P. It should not be P. It should be balance sheet X.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, we will talk about tax account, so others don't need to worry. I'm just trying to resolve this issue so that we can proceed. So let's go to the billing document once again and try to release it once again. It is showing the same error. Let me go back, VF02, and try to release this. Okay, now you can see document has been saved and accounting has been created. So if I go to accounting, you can see revenue has been booked, customer has been debited, and tax also has been calculated and it has been booked. But we don't need to worry about all these things. What I'm trying to show you is the big question is how system determined this revenue GL account. How system determined that I want to post the revenue in GL account using this GL account. So all the configurations related to account determination. Okay, so whenever we are using the pricing, let me show you one thing. If you go to the pricing procedure, okay, so if I show you the pricing procedure, and if I the pricing procedure that we used, this one, and inside this the conditions. Okay, these are the different condition types. Okay, I will explain you wherever required this different fields, but as of now, let's talk about the account key. You can see this account key. So these are my different condition types, right? You can see what are my different condition types here. ZPR4 is my main base condition type, base price condition type. Then ZRA0 is my discount condition type. In this case, there is no discount. That is the reason system is not asking you anything for this particular condition type. You can see there is output tax, there is freight, right? These are the different condition types. Now, whenever you are going to use this pricing procedure, whenever you are going to use this condition types in your sales order, and ultimately the billing document, At the time of billing, based on this condition type, the values, system will generate the accounting document. Okay, in accounting document for each of this condition type, system requires a GL account. Otherwise, system will not be able to know which GL account should be posted to. Okay, so we are not directly assigning the GL account to each and every condition type. We are assigning the account key. You can see account key is assigned to the condition types, and then this account keys are assigned to the GL account in transaction VKOA. Okay, there is a transaction which is SD integration with FI to determine the revenue account, that is transaction VKOA. Okay, if you see your billing document that we created, I think that is again closed. So if I open my billing document using transaction VF03, and if I want to see how system determined the revenue GL, you can go to environment, account determination analysis, revenue accounts, and you can see the combination, how system determined this ZPR4. So it is based on, you can see account determination type YOFI. Let me show you in VKOA settings. Have I opened the VKOA or not? Let me open it. So VKOA, enter. You can see these are the different combination of accounts. This is also the access sequence. So in order to determine the GL, system will first go to this access sequence. It will try to find out if the GL exists or not. If the GL is not able to determine with the first, it will go to second, then it will go to third, then fourth, then fifth. Like this, system will try to find out the relevant GL from all the different accesses. But even after that, if the system is not able to find the GL, then it will throw the error. Okay, let's see whether in the first combination system is able to determine the GL or not. So position for SD, it is V. Okay, condition type we have seen in the pricing procedure. You can see YOFI is our condition type. So you'll go to YOFI. Now within this, our chart of account RECH, our sales organization is again RECH. Let's press enter. So you can see this combination exists here. V, YOFI, chart of account RECH, sales organization RECH, and ERL. This is accounting key, which is assigned in the pricing procedure. You can say ERL. So based on this account key, if I remove this account key, then for this particular condition type, system will not be able to determine the GL. Based on this account key, system is able to determine the GL account. Okay, so this ERL is assigned to GL account in this case, and that is the reason if you see the accounting document of our billing document, you'll be able to see that system has determined. Even here also you can see, if I go to environment, revenue account, system is clearly showing you that GL account 3000 has been determined. Okay, and this same GL 3000 is used in accounting document also. You can see this one, second line. Okay, even you will be able to see the condition type also, account key also. So if I show you in the change layout, normally it appears transaction. No, not this transaction. There is a transaction field. Okay, so let me bring this transaction type this side. Enter. No, it is not showing. Normally it shows just like MWS, it will also show you ERL. It will show you that this revenue GL account has been determined based on the transaction type ERL. Okay, so let me explain you this in the very simple form. Okay, so whatever we discussed, I'm just trying to summarize today. Our sales organization, our distribution channel, our division, customer pricing procedure, which is maintained in the customer master data, Based on this, system will be able to determine the pricing procedure, okay, which will come in the sales order. Now, in this particular pricing procedure, there will be multiple condition types. Okay, this pricing procedure will have multiple condition types. For example, what are the different condition types? We have the base price. Okay, we have freight, we have discount, we have taxes. These are the different condition types. Okay, the values, if you want the default values, like how much percentage, how much is a per quantity charges, that we can maintain in transaction VK11. In VK11, we can maintain the master data for the conditions. We can maintain what is the price per unit, what is the price or what is the total freight charges, what is the total discount charges. Okay, that we can maintain in transaction VK11. In VK11, we make the use of access sequence, based on which system will be able to, okay, in VK11 we make the use of the access sequence. Based on the access sequence, there are multiple condition tables. Okay, we understood we can create our own condition tables with the numbers which can start after 501. You can create your own condition tables. You can include those condition tables in the access sequences. You can include one or multiple access sequences within your VK11, and based on this access sequence, system will be able to determine the base price. System will be able to determine the freight, discount, taxes, and all. Right, and ultimately, whatever has been determined, whatever is your total price of the particular sales order at the time of billing, for each and every condition, for each and every condition type, there is an account key. Okay, so account keys are assigned to each and every condition type. Okay, so for example, ERL is assigned to PR00, your base condition. If it is PR00, ERL is assigned. Same way for freight, there will be some additional condition account key which is assigned. For discounts, there will be any additional account key which will be assigned, and each and every account key is assigned to VKOA. In VKOA, it is assigned to the GL. Okay, so ultimately, whenever you enter this combination sales organization, distribution channel, customer, system will determine the pricing procedure. Based on the pricing procedure, system will determine various condition types. Each of those condition types, we can maintain the values in VK11. In VK11, we can maintain the values as per the access sequence. Within the access sequence, there are multiple condition tables. Okay, and then each and every condition type is assigned to account key, and each and every account key is maintained with GL, so that whatever values are available in your pricing procedure, ultimately all those condition types are posted in accounts. If any one of the condition is not able to determine the GL, system will not generate any accounting document. Okay, so if I show you this VKOA in detail, if I take you to VKOA once again, you can see what are the different combinations you can maintain. Obviously, chart of account, sales organization, and then if you want to determine separate GL based on different account assignment groups, based on for different customers, you want to determine separate GL, or for different materials, you want to determine separate GLs, then there are two additional fields in the material master and customer master. In customer master, there is a field. If I take you to BP, assignment category, in customer master also there is a field called as account assignment category, and in material master also there is a field called as account assignment category. So based on this account assignment categories, we can have multiple GLs. So one is in customer master. So if I take you to BP, okay, let's assume this is our customer. You can see this account assignment category for customer, account assignment group. So this is at the customer master data level. Same way, if I take you to material, for the same material, and if I take you to sales related data, okay, let me press enter. Here also you would be able to see account assignment group. So either in sales area organization 1 data or in sales organization 2 data. You can see here, this is also account assignment group for material. So if I want a separate revenue account to be determined based on different materials, then you can maintain this different account assignment groups here in the material master data, and based on each account assignment group, we can have different GLs. See, ultimately, how many GLs accounts are required, how it can be mapped to the different SD transactions. These are all the decisions taken from FI. Okay, but at the same time, it has a very critical integration with SD. So definitely you must know this, but ultimately in the project, when you are working on the project, all these things will be taken care by FI. Only thing is, you need to collect the GLs from FI and you need to maintain those GLs in VQA. Either you collect it and you maintain it, or you properly give it to your FI counterparts and let them maintain it. So that is the project discussion, who is going to take care of the VQA transaction, but ultimately it requires a very critical integration between SD and FI. Because FI guy will not know how many pricing conditions you have created, which pricing conditions are important to you. And you will not know that out of whatever condition types are created, which condition types will make the posting in which GL accounts. That is the reason it is a very important discussion to have with FI. Okay, any questions? Okay, if not, let's close today. And in tomorrow's session, I will give you some more insights on the pricing procedure. There are some important fields in the pricing procedure that we need to discuss. And then we will discuss about our next topic, that is credit management. Tomorrow we will start credit management. I actually wanted to start the availability check, but I am planning to take availability check together with MM, because availability check requires MRP and other details which are common with MM. So tomorrow we will continue with our pricing and credit management. In our next session, we will have a joint session with MM where we will discuss the availability control. Okay, thank you all. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.